Hi, this is Robert at Xi Computer Corp, and we are here today to introduce our PCIe workstation. It's the MTower PCIe workstation. We usually support both the Core i7 Intel CPUs and the Xeon CPUs, and today we're going to show you the Xeon W3580. The Xeon 3580 is the highest speed of the single processor Intel Xeon's CPU currently available, and it runs at 3.3 gigahertz. This particular configuration is on a single processor, as I said. Xeon can also be installed on dual processor systems that have more utilization in CPU intensive applications. For a workstation that is designed primarily for interactive CAD, the single processor is quite sufficient. We are running in the background here a SpecView Perf benchmark that is comprehensive of test and benchmark scoring for CAD applications like 3D Studio Max, SolidWorks, Pro-E, CATIA, AutoCAD, and so forth. And as you can see, the unit is quite powerful and is going through that pretty fast. A typical configuration like this is we suggest a nice 27-inch monitor. This is the latest Samsung, has a 70,000 to 1 dynamic contrast ratio, real bright and very nice image. We have an MK700 Logitech cordless keyboard and mouse. The mouse is high resolution laser. The keyboard feels real good, and even though it's not rechargeable, Logitech now is supporting the keyboard for almost 3 years use, and the mouse for 1 year use without replacing battery. Case is a Cooler Master Centurion. Here we have is very quiet and has ample ventilation, gridding in the front, and a big fan in the front to reduce noise, a fan in the top and the back, and option to install fans also on the side. We can take a break now and take a look inside the case and see what we got. Okay, the case is open now, and we can take a look inside and see what we got. On the top here we got 6 DIMMs of DDR3 1066 error correcting code ECC RAM. This is the major difference of the Xeon versus the Core i7. The Xeon uses error correcting code RAM. It will correct 1 bit and detect 2-bit error, gives much greater stability for number crunching intensive application, as well for workstation class application like interactive CAD. On the side here we have a 12 centimeter fan, one on top 12 centimeter as well, and one in the front, as we pointed out before, plus a high quality fan for the heatsink, great ventilation, low noise. Motherboard of choice is the Super Micro, is an X8 SAS, is one of the most expandable for the single processor configuration. It's got ample USB and other interfaces here in the back as well, connector for the front. Video card for workstation class, we like the NVIDIA Quadro class of video cards. This is the NVIDIA Quadro FX 3800. It's a mid-range but quite powerful video card. Also has a special connector for stereo graphics imaging that is required. Underneath we can see the motherboard has 2 PCIe 16X slot. One is used by the video card. There is a PCIe 8X slot on a 4X actually at 4X speed. There are 2 PCIe X 64-bit and 1 PCIe 32, all standard but still useful for some interface cards. All this expandability is supported by an 1100 Cooler Master UCP 1100 watt power supply, and we have ample number of bays, both accessible externally and internal. We installed 2 300 gigabyte Velociraptor Western Digital hard drives. They are SATA 2 They are in the RAID 0 configuration, so great throughput in a cost-effective way. Operating system is Windows 7 Professional, and we can see here on the CPU-Z little interface panel, the Xeon has 4 cores, and Intel reintroduced the hyper-threading on those CPUs, so we have 8 threads. 8 threads are of great use for applications like Photoshop and the rendering application in general, where the threads are actually interpreted as a standalone CPU. That will be it for this presentation. For further information, you guys can visit our website at xicomputer.com, and thank you very much.